In this video, we'll be taking a look at one NFL game happening on December 26, 2024, and providing you with a free team pick and total pick for this game. So 2 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on this one NFL game after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Seattle Seahawks versus Chicago Bears. The Seattle Seahawks, desperately clinging to their fading playoff aspirations, are set to travel to Chicago for a Thursday night showdown against the Bears. Currently holding an 8-7 record, the Seahawks have stumbled in their pursuit of a National Football Conference West crown, losing 2 consecutive games, including their most recent contest on Sunday. These setbacks leave them trailing the Los Angeles Rams by a game with only 2 weeks remaining in the regular season. Meanwhile, the Chicago Bears have been mathematically eliminated from playoff contention for weeks, sitting at a dismal 4-11. They come into this matchup on the heels of a tough home loss to the National Football Conference North leading Detroit Lions, a game that further underscored the struggles of a team looking ahead to the offseason. The Seahawks enter this game still clinging to a slim chance of extending their season, though their margin for error is razor thin. Their most recent outing was a hard-fought battle against the Minnesota Vikings, a game in which they competed valiantly but ultimately fell short, losing 27-24 due to a failure to execute key plays down the stretch. One glaring issue was the Seahawks' inability to establish a reliable running game, a factor that has plagued them recently. This defeat followed a demoralizing 30-13 loss to the Green Bay Packers. Although prior to these losses, Seattle had won 4 consecutive games. Statistically, the Seahawks are averaging 23 points per game on offense, while their defense is conceding the same amount, ranking 15th and 13th in the league, respectively. Following this critical game, Seattle will face the Rams, which could decide their postseason fate. As for the Chicago Bears, their 2023 campaign has been nothing short of disastrous. Currently holding a 4-11 record, they are simply playing for pride and evaluation at this point. Their latest performance against the Detroit Lions was another disheartening chapter in a season full of disappointment. The Bears managed to put up 17 points on the scoreboard but allowed a staggering 34 points defensively, leading to yet another defeat. This loss extended Chicago's losing streak to 8 games, 4 of which were decided by double-digit margins. On the season, the Bears are averaging a paltry 18.9 points per game while allowing 23 points defensively. These numbers place their offense and defense at 26th and 14th in the league, respectively. Thursday night's clash represents a crucial opportunity for the Seahawks to stay in the playoff race as they face a beleaguered Bears squad. Although Seattle has lost 2 straight games, their overall form has not been entirely dismal. Their recent defeats came against quality opponents in Green Bay and Minnesota, the latter by only 3 points, and prior to these losses, they had strung together an impressive 4-game winning streak. The Seahawks' primary concern has been their inability to consistently establish the running game, but they may find some relief against a Chicago defense that has been conceding 134.1 rushing yards per game on an average of 4.7 yards per carry. If running backs Kenneth Walker III and Zach Charbonnet can exploit this vulnerability, it could pave the way for quarterback Geno Smith to have a productive evening. On the other side, the Bears' season, which began with optimism and a respectable 4-2 record, has spiraled into an unmitigated disaster. Following a heartbreaking loss on a last-second Hail Mary to Washington after their bye week, Chicago has been unable to regain its footing. The Bears are currently enduring a 9-game losing streak, with their last 3 losses coming by 25, 18, and 17 points, respectively. To compound their woes, injuries have decimated their offensive line, leaving quarterback Caleb Williams, who has already been sacked a league-high 60 times, vulnerable to relentless pressure. Seattle is approaching this matchup in a must-win scenario, knowing that a loss would eliminate them from playoff contention. Last week's loss to the Vikings will undoubtedly weigh heavily on the Seahawks, as they will likely rue the missed opportunities and costly turnovers that contributed to their defeat. Head coach Pete Carroll is expected to emphasize discipline and execution in the lead-up to this critical game. Additionally, Seattle has been formidable on the road, boasting a 5-1 record record away from home this season, while Chicago has been inconsistent at Soldier Field with a 4-4 home record. Smith, now 2 weeks removed from a knee injury, should be more mobile and effective in this game. Furthermore, the Seahawks' potent passing attack, ranked 4th in the league, will have an opportunity to exploit the Bears' 23rd ranked pass defense, which was shredded by the Lions just last week. Offensively, neither team has been particularly impressive of late, but Seattle holds a clear edge. The Seahawks have averaged 23 points over their last 4 games, while the Bears have mustered only 17.8 points in their previous 5. Defensively, the teams are trending in opposite directions as well, with Seattle giving up just 20 points per game over their last 5 contests compared to Chicago's alarming average of 34 points allowed over their last 3. The Bears' offensive line injuries make it challenging to expect significant protection for Caleb Williams, who already struggles under pressure. Additionally, Seattle's defense, though ranked 17th in sacks, could capitalize on the depleted Chicago front. This game will likely highlight Seattle's motivation and Chicago's lack thereof. The Seahawks are expected to come out with intensity and purpose as they look to keep their postseason hopes alive, while the Bears, playing in the aftermath of the Christmas holiday and with no playoff prospects, may struggle to find similar urgency. Chicago's offense, already ranked 26th in scoring, could fail to surpass 14 points in this one. The Seahawks, by contrast, should take advantage of their favorable matchups and emerge victorious. Expect penalties to play a role, as both teams have been prone to costly infractions this season. So the Seattle Seahawks to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Chicago's lone bright spot last week was wide receiver Keenan Allen, who had a breakout performance with 9 catches for 141 yards and a touchdown. However, apart from Allen, the Bears' offense remains largely uninspiring. Caleb Williams, the top overall draft pick, has had a lackluster rookie campaign, with his rushing production declining in recent weeks, further limiting the offense's explosiveness. While Chicago's pass defense has been a relative strength, allowing the 4th fewest passing touchdowns in the league this season, it will likely be tested significantly by Geno Smith and the Seahawks' aerial attack. The Bears' best chance to remain competitive may lie in simplifying their game plan, leaning on their ground game to protect their quarterback, and keeping Seattle's offense off the field. However, even with such adjustments, it is difficult to envision Chicago overcoming its deficiencies against a motivated Seahawks team. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.